Good morning. I hope you're doing well today. It's about how to listen to your body. So, before we get into this, if you guys can please say hello if you're watching this live. And then if you're watching on the replay, just hashtag replay so I can say hi to you then. And then if you guys are watching this on Facebook right now, I would encourage you to head on over to YouTube when this video is done. Hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for every time that I come live. On my channel, you will find things like yoga videos, meditation, self-love topics, just mystic and holistic tools to kind of help you to find self-love at any size. So that is that. So I'm going to bring up my screen here so I can see what you guys are saying. Maybe make my screen refresh here. Maybe. They don't even see me here. Sorry, guys. How is your day going so far? There I am. I see me now. All right, you guys. So, what we're talking about today is, as we talk about this, I want to just do a little bit of backstory on my own experiences with listening to my body. And so for a good number of years, I kind of lived by the numbers. And so when I say that, I mean that I was kind of like living by the minute of how many minutes I exercised a day, how many calories of food I was eating, how many grams of lettuce I could eat, how many steps I took, what my number on the scale was, what my shirt size was. These were all things that I was living by, like they were controlling my life. And so when we're talking about listening to our bodies, I wasn't really listening to my body. I was living through numbers, and that was not providing me happiness or fulfillment or connection to my own body. It was unhealthy behaviors, right? So the thing is, when I was living by the numbers, I kind of didn't, when I wasn't able to meet those kind of like expectations that I had set for myself, I felt like I failed and that I wasn't good enough because I didn't meet those number goals. Like, okay, I need to be this weight by this time, or I need to be this shirt size by this time, or I need to always only eat these many calories. And when I eat more than that, then I failed. And so these are things that I was kind of like sabotaging my own happiness by having these unrealistic expectations of how I was to myself and how I was treating myself and listening to my body. So when we think about these things, we have to remember that none of these things are your body's fault. So if you failed an unrealistic expectation that you put on yourself in regards to weight or size or a number of steps or any of those things, none of those things that you think you failed in are the fault of your body. Your body didn't do those things. And so we treat our bodies with such disrespect most of the time. And so what I'm going to be talking to you guys a bit about today is just how to start to respect and how to start to just listen to your body in a couple different ways. And so when we're talking about this, the first tip is to just respect and accept your body. So oftentimes when I'm talking about self-love towards your body, people kind of feel like they're not there yet, and that's okay. I think it's important to realize that there's other ways you can show your body love and show yourself love without saying those words if your healing journey hasn't led you to that yet. And so the first tip for you guys is just to learn to respect and accept your body. So kind of like going away from the whole sentence of saying that I love myself all the time and I have such good self-love for myself. We can change the language to saying that I just respect and accept my body. And so the thing is when you have respect for your body, and we have to realize that we need to just learn to respect our bodies and kind of honor them in our moments that we are, right? And so my video is glitching out today, you guys. My kids are home. That's what happens. So something that I have thought about for myself is kind of coming up with a little letter or some statements that I can say to myself when I am learning how to respect my body. So a little sentence that I like to say, or a little kind of paragraph that I like to either say to myself or get my clients to say, who I'm working with on. I'm just going to read it here for you guys. So, and I'll maybe put it in the comments after, or you can message me if you want to receive it. But just saying, dear body, you are imperfectly perfect as you are in this moment. I respect you for all the things that you do for me each day. I will listen to you and give you what you need to heal and thrive. I will speak to you with love and kindness. I love you, body. So these are statements that you can repeat to yourself and just start to kind of come from a place of respect and acceptance towards your body rather than hate and negative self-talk and all those things that we tend to be towards ourselves, right? And in my video yesterday, I talked about how we can name those negative, whenever we have those negative thoughts inside our head, we can actually give that negative voice a name, which is actually super fun. So if you be sure to go back to tomorrow's video if you want to take a look at that. So the second tip for you guys is to talk about connecting to your body and your mind. And so how we can do this is just simply, which I know isn't always simple for everybody, but connecting to your breath is super important when we're talking about learning to listen to your body. Probably over half of us or more are not breathing properly. Like I had a yoga class last night and we talked about how oftentimes we aren't breathing optimally. Like